grey, 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 grey. Fuck you, pigeon. Could it be any worse? Yes, it could be worse. Could it? Could be actually still raining. I almost put on the full waterproof ensemble this morning. I've got a like an RST waterproof jacket that the lining stays in. That is my worst case scenario jacket, where it's going to be cold and wet, or maybe just incredibly wet. That's the only jacket I've got that I know is waterproof, as opposed to this, my leather one, which is relatively water resistant. Over a certain amount of precipitation, it does start to leak, but it's much more comfortable. It doesn't feel right to come to work in the rain, especially during the summer, in the heady heights of July the something. It's the beginning of July, I don't know what. It's a Wednesday. It's the Wednesday of July. Ugh. With any luck, it'll stay dry this weekend when I'm away. Though I will just full on fucking abort if it's pissing down. Emily, open already. Whew. Gotta make some bank. Gonna make that money, make that cash. Fucking e-bikes. Swear to God, e-bikes. Need to do something about e-bikes. Because you're not supposed to have them going over 17.5 miles an hour. And they're not supposed to have like throttle only. But you see them riding around and they've got like tyres as big as a motorbike tyre. And there's no way people are buying them and pedaling them using actual physicality, physically fit. First thing that I think they need to make helmets mandatory. There was a guy at work saying he had a bicycle crash and he lost loads of memory from it. There's no way kids need a fucking e-bike. They weigh nothing. They could probably go faster on a non-electric bike because they don't tend to be as heavy. I used to do hundreds of miles on my old push bike when I was a kid. You all get your bikes out and then just disappear into the distance for hours at a time. Whereas these days, kids probably only go as far as you can like get a charge. Imagine being a kid and going, I can't ride my bike. I haven't charged it up, so I can't come out and play. Disgusting, that really is it. Disgusting. I think there should be like a one-time, similar to a CBT, but obviously nowhere near as expensive. Maybe like a £20 payment. You can get an e-bike at any age if you want one. But you have to have a helmet on, and it needs to be insured and stuff. I hope that guy was just his brakes and not him like coming in too hot behind me. Ooh. I think they need to bin off this e-scooter rental scheme. That needs to go. And e-bike rental scheme, that needs to go in the bin as well. But then there's probably, I don't know how much money the country makes from that scooter rental thing, or Lime, or wherever the fuck the company is. Enviro 400. It's a big old diesel engine under that flap, isn't there? There's a big old diesel engine being completely Enviro. Do you know if you took one big 4-litre engine, or one car with a 4-litre engine, which is probably more correct. I don't know what cars have got 4-litre engines. Probably a Range Rover, some make or model. And then that did a journey. Would 4 1-litre cars doing the same journey with the same amount of people and hauling the same amount of stuff, what would be the pollutant, total pollutants? Ooh. I somehow think the 4-litre car is going to come out on top. I don't know why that is. Fuck you, pigeon. FuckYouPigeon.com. The reason why it's been on my mind about the e-bike thing, not the stupid car question, it was like Knacker's yard. No video about bikes, and I mean, I don't want to say it's a London only problem, but it's a London magnified problem, I think, due to the just sheer amount of people commuting by bike and going about the business on the bike in London. I dislike the idea of adding licenses and stuff like that on push bikes and insurance on push bikes. It should be one of those, you should have it. If you're commuting and you're on a push bike and you're going in and around traffic quite a lot, then probably getting insurance would be a good idea for your own benefit more than anything else, in case something does happen and you fall off and break your leg. Then it's probably better to have insurance to cover that. And I think the problem comes from the fact that cyclists pick and choose which rules to obey and which rules not to, which is rich coming from me, I know, but things like running red lights, that is, it's just, I don't know, just there's a risk involved to that that's going to get someone killed. And I can't help but feel that it's going to take large amounts of people to die within a short space of time for there to be a crackdown. There doesn't need to be a new law added. There just needs to be better ways of upholding the current ones. Considering that London's full of cameras as it is, I think the whole thing about registering people to bikes and stuff like that is so you can identify them by the bike. Because if they've got glasses on and there's no license or numbers visible on the bike, then there's no way to say who that is or who that isn't. And you can't really employ PC Plod to stand by the traffic lights and just ticket people. You could employ PC Plod to stand by random sets of lights and ticket them. And let's face it, we've already got speed camera vans and stuff like that. But considering the police don't really do anything remotely policey at the moment. Well, they love handing out fines, right? Don't they? They love giving out arbitrary fines to people, so they should be well in for that. Not for that. So it only breeds animosity towards cyclists from a car driver's perspective when it's harder to pass them these days for cars because they have to leave massive gaps, and with people like myself and having cameras attached, and a lot of cyclists do it nowadays as well. So it's very easy to find yourself on YouTube, on a YouTube compilation, or that clip being submitted in to the police for a closed pass. I wonder how many people that submit those closed pass videos and scream and shout actually stop at traffic lights though and follow all the other rules to the letter. I don't think there's many. It feels like it's a rules for thee, not for me kind of thing. I believe when I think I'll time to make it now. I believe when I think I'll Oh, I just think e-bikes, they contribute to the state of the absolute lack of fitness from people. Because people may not realise how unfit they may be. Thinking, you're pedaling on an e-bike, but it literally does fuck all for you. It's probably less effort than walking, no matter what speed you're trying to do. It reminds me of an old story. Oh, gather round, children, gather round. Because when I went to basic training, I said it was like, it was like 8-9 months long, is a big one. So you do your first half of basic training, and then you've got I think it was 2 weeks to go home. And I remember going out with some old school friends and stuff like that. We were walking towards the bus stop where we could see the bus pass us. So I was like, oh shit, let's run for the bus. So I sort of ran for the bus, turned around, only to notice that all my friends were fucking miles away, just absolutely fucked. They're all young lads that played sports ball of some description. This is just a huge divide between people who are actually fit, physically fit, and those who are they're not the slim or trim physique that believe themselves to be fit and healthy, which is absolutely not the case. And to circle back round to my original point, tie it all up in a nice little bow, cherry on top. Things like e-bikes and the e-scooters and like that, those kind of things, they don't help. That's all I have to say about that. Over about a bit of bus stop yoga. Got me pepperoni. I wonder if the reason why I've never been into sports is because I feel like having a critique of something while being incapable of producing not the same results, because professional athletes do that for a living. So in terms, because I don't watch MotoGP, right? Because I don't ride like a MotoGP rider, but I can recognise the amount of skill required. I still find it boring, but so what I mean is, I listen to people at work, they're talking about football, and they're all sat there critiquing how such and such a player is not kicking the ball in the right manner of some description. And I look at them and think, it's entirely possible if you tried to kick a ball right now, you'd fucking die. Oh, look at that scumbag, naughty, look at him being all naughty. I don't know what's going on there. Criminal filth. think maybe if I played a sport, I might be interested in how the professionals do it. You can see them do something effortlessly, which takes you considerable effort to do. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of fat people that aren't allowed opinion on sports. Maybe played the old five-a-side game 10 years ago. Ooh, oh, baby, I love you every day. Well, I recognise that number plate. I wonder if their commute is on the same time scale as well. I remember it because I'm reminded of the word pussy when I look at it. I know. Every day, got me in spin, everything is a-okay. Oh, my hand is hot. I'm leaving, I think I'll turn this shit right down, that's for sure. What are we on? 30, 32, 32, 632. I'm leaving, I think I'll X5. Yeah, let's just go fucking slow, mate. Let's just go slow because you're a fucking bellend. Let's just go slow cause you're a fucking bellend. Cause a bellend. Dominance asserted. I either need to rain more or I need to pick up the pace because wind visor screen is currently not clearing itself at a rate that I find pleasing. Watching everyone get in the way of the police. I can see the lights, but no one's moving. Everyone's thinking, how can I move in such a way that will benefit me when the blue lights have gone? Oh, it's all me. Catch me doing that. Altruistic through and through. Well, not for pigeons, because fuck them. Or Range Rovers. Hate! Not in my... What? Oh, is that a football racism thing? You shouldn't be doing that. That's naughty. You should be nice to everyone, regardless of who they support. Unless it's the All Blacks, because discriminating who can play the team by the colour of their skin is just outrageous. I can't believe they get away with it. Fuck you, pigeon. I don't know if my gloves are going to dry throughout the day. I have got some spares, but I've been trying to keep my heated grips on just to fight the moist. Although I am burning my fucking hands. I wanna kiss you every minute, every hour, I think it's odd when not bikers, but cyclists wear high-vis, but no other form of protective gear. It's like saying, avoid me because I'm refusing to take any kind of responsibility for my own safety, besides having a bright coloured vest. Why is everyone going at such ridiculously slow beats today? That's what I get for trying to be fancy with it. Kick it into neutral. So that's the odd thing about the VTEC VFR, because sometimes you feel like you should be going a lot faster for the noise you're making. If you hit VTEC in first gear, it feels like you should be doing like 100 miles an hour. Tisk, tisk, tisk. We'll quite happily do the fucking speed limit, but then we'll blow through the immediate first red light he comes through. I believe when I think I wonder what he's paying for insurance on that, because they are fucking pricey. I mean, I could buy one and then just like suck it up for the price for insurance, but I'm not paying double this for fucking 20% of the power. Seems like a stupid idea. Sounds funky though, doesn't it? I have to say, having long travel suspension would probably make these roads a lot fucking better. I can be a bicycle too. I'm a bicycle. Look at the state of this shit. Ridiculous situation. Suck it, nerd. I'll do a bit of amber gambling. From time to time.